I think that the only way the Democrats have a chance in November is if they rile everybody up, get people to the polls with these emotional, cultural issues. Of course, abortion is one that's going to be very high emotion. And I think we're going to see the summer 2020 reignited with protests and, dare I say, an insurrection. I know that's a dirty word, but I think we're going to see a lot more to come this week.
So we all know what happened in Washington. Amidst all of the discourse, I want to take my time today and slow down. Of course, this is urgent. Of course, this is a 5-alarm fire. But it's also time to pause the news, close the internet tab, even this one if you need, and stop scrolling. For too long, politics has been ravaged by this frenetic pace that burns people out, makes people angry, and forces us to lose sight of our goals. It's time to think deeply about what's happening right now in America with regards to abortion rights and start doing the hard, long vision work it's going to take to get out of this. Because it won't happen if we're all freaking out on Twitter and posting infographics and calling our representatives and thinking our job is done. Politico reported a leaked document from the Supreme Court that signals unquestionably that the court will overturn the case of Roe versus Wade. The document is legitimate, and aside from a few wording or technical changes, it is almost guaranteed that the decision will stand. And here's where we have to both step up and slow down. Republicans have been working since 1973 at a patient, if passionate, pace to take over state legislatures and erode the precedent Roe set. 89% of U.S. counties do not have a clinic that provides abortions. Already, 89%. So in many ways, we already live in a post-Roe America. And the hard, quiet work of activists trying to protect those rights needs to be valued over the voices casting blame on Trump, Bernie Sanders, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, or Hillary Clinton. Because if we fall again and again into this blame game without finding a bigger, bolder vision, we are done for. Reversing Roe versus Wade will have little effect on whether rich women can get abortions. They always have been able to, and they always will. This will majorly affect women of color, poor and working class women, and if you care about the material conditions of the poor in America, then you need to care about this fight and about abortion. We have to fight with facts, dedication, and humanity, especially at the local level, rather than donating to the DCCC or a corporate-backed Democratic candidate that involved in your local elections now. Where I live in LA, for example, in the mayoral race, Rick Caruso is running a Democratic campaign but has backed anti-choice legislation for years and is still doing so. Communities and abortion activists have been preparing for this moment for years, and in times like this, it's important to focus on digging into the work, not lashing out online. I'm telling myself this more than anyone, because before long, that rage turns into burnout, and we have to be able to talk to people in our communities about the harm this reversal will cause, and not recede into our online echo chambers when people disagree with us. I know some people will think that we shouldn't have to debate this, and I agree that it sucks, and also that we have to take care of ourselves and our mental health. But we have to trust our vision and trust that we are doing good in the world by protecting others' right to choose whether she carries out her pregnancy or not. We have to encourage others who may not understand why this is important, not shame them into siding with a policy they may not understand the implications of. The time has come that we've dreaded for so long, and the time we have to think deeply, powerfully, and slow down is here. Remember, the decision has not officially been made yet. If you have an appointment at an abortion clinic, it is still good. If you are considering your options, you are still able to. Plan B is not an abortion pill and is readily available and will be even if this reversal goes ahead. It's a scary time, but especially now, while this decision hangs in the balance, do not let yourself be guided by fear. I really appreciate you watching this today. Thank you so much. You can follow me on social media and the rest of my reporting at Caro Johnson 917.